Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Sims Guides. My name is Taylor and in today's video we are going to be remaking the Sims 4 Woohoo locations, updated for the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle, of course, where we got Dumpster Woohoo. So there are actually 17 locations where your Sims can do the woohoo, and in these 17 locations there's some funny animations and different things, so this is one of my most popular videos ever, so I really wanted to just update it, make a new one. So we're just going to jump in and we're going to start with the base game woohoo locations. Now the first one of these is of course woohooing in a double bed. This is one of the most common woohoos because most Sims are going to have a double bed in their household. You can see these two Sims walk up to their beautiful double bed and just jump in, and you'll see the bed move around, some beautiful little woohoo hearts where there's always a little explosion, and the Sims will either fall asleep or just get out of bed and resume all of their tasks for the day. The next woohoo location is the Observatory, which is a giant telescope that you can have in your backyard. Your Sims are able to walk into the observatory and you'll see the top telescope part wiggle around quite a bit with all of the little woohoo hearts hanging out on the sides. And eventually, when the Sims are almost done, you will see the top of the observatory move around a little bit crazy and the Sims will leave the observatory. And you can tell that they've enjoyed themselves. The next location is of course woohooing in space. Now you're going to need to have your Sims build a rocket, which can cost you 1,000 simoleons. So it's going to take a little bit of time as well. I had both of these Sims work on the rocket together so that they could go woohoo in space. The rocket will launch off with a bunch of little woohoo hearts on the ground, and then it will come back down with those same woohoo hearts. This one also unlocks one of the Sims 4 achievements, so it's a very fun one to do, and it's something that every Sims player should do just to get the achievement. The next woohoo location originally came with the Sims 4 Perfect Patio stuff, which was released in 2015, but with the 20th anniversary we got this covered hot tub that is now in the base game, so I wanted to include this in base game woohoo locations. Your Sims are now able to woohoo in a hot tub. While they're doing this, you'll see their heads bop up and down every once in a while with a ton of water steam hearts happening, and they will just have a good time, and you'll see some legs maybe, and some hands, and just some interesting things happening while your Sims are enjoying themselves in the hot tub, until eventually a giant water heart appears and you see them coming out looking very happy. The next woohoo location came with the Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat, where you are now able to have your Sims woohoo in a tent. You can do this of course in Granite Falls, or put a tent in your backyard for a little backyard tent woohoo. As you can see, the tent wiggles around quite a bit, and then you see a lot of woohoo hearts up top until eventually the tent gets to the end of the woohoo and gets a little excited with some fireworks. The next woohoo location came with the Sims 4 Spa Day, where your Sims are able to woohoo in a sauna. When they do this, they'll walk into the sauna, sit down next to each other, and steam will cover the entire sauna, so you can't see anything, but you will see a bunch of steam hearts popping up, and you can kind of see your Sims fade in and out a little bit, while you can kind of tell that they're kissing, and you can see the bottoms of their feet. This is a really cute woohoo, and eventually the giant steam will turn into a heart, and your Sims will just have enjoyed themselves. The next location came with the Sims 4 Get Together, where your Sims are able to woohoo in a closet. When your Sims enter the closet, they will be kissing against it, and it will open as the woohoo hearts come out the bottom and kind of fly into the sky, while the closet doors honestly almost look like they are about to break. This is a really funny woohoo type, and I know that a lot of Simmers were excited to get it because you can put these closets in pretty much any community lot, and it's not that weird to have, so you have locations. The next woohoo location actually comes with both Get Together and Jungle Adventure, and that is the woohoo bush that you are also able to use the bathroom in. This is a hilarious bush that will shake while hearts are flying in the air, you know, a little bit of glisten and some firework looking things, and your Sims are just having a grand old time while hanging out in the pee-pee poo-poo woohoo bush. The next two woohoo locations actually came with the Sims 4 Vampires. Now the first one is to be able to woohoo as bats. In order to be able to do this, your Sims have to have the Bat Form Vampire perk purchased, and as long as both Sims have it, when you click on a Sim, you will have the option to woohoo as bats, where they will turn into their bat forms, fly around with a black gust and a bunch of purple hearts, and have a good time. The next one is of course to be able to woohoo in a coffin. This one is pretty funny. Your Sims will jump into the coffin will levitate off the ground with little bats and purple hearts flying around until eventually the coffin will spit your Sims out onto the floor, which looks quite uncomfortable if you ask me. Not a great way to end a woohoo, but of course These vampires are having a ton of fun. Look at that spin. And the bats even form a little heart. The next woohoo location came with The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, where you are able to woohoo inside of the lighthouse in Brindleton Bay. This may be visually one of my favorites to watch because the light in the lighthouse turns pink, flies around a little bit crazy, while woohoo hearts are flying around the lighthouse, just making it overall a very funny visual experience until the fireworks go off when your Sims are done. The next woohoo location came with The Sims 4 Seasons, where your Sims are able to woohoo in a pile of leaves. Either you can break the leaves on your own lot to make one of these piles, or you can find one just hanging out in Evergreen Harbor on the side of the road in the middle of fall. You can see Katrina watching the Sims woohoo as the giant pile of leaves shakes around with some hearts flying around until eventually the leaves fly everywhere and your Sims exit looking a little bit exhausted. The next location is, of course, the sleeping pod from The Sims 4 Get Famous. This has a lot of the same animations as the Coffin from The Sims 4 Vampires. It's going to levitate with some crazy pulses and hearts showing up on top of the sleeping pod. While it shakes around a bit, just does its thing and eventually throws your Sims onto the ground, just like the Coffin did from Vampires. Next, we have the Money Vault from The Sims 4 Get Famous, where if you have put money into this vault, you are able to woohoo inside of it. Maybe not the most hygienic way to woohoo, but rich people do crazy things. In this one, your Sims are going to jump into their pile of money with woohoo hearts flying all around for them to enjoy. The money will, of course, explode at the end, just enough for you to know what's happening, and your Sims will have a bit of fun. Now, there was a weird glitch while I was recording this. I tried it numerous times where the entire Money Vault disappeared, and I don't know why. The next woohoo location came with The Sims 4 Island Living and takes place in the beautiful world of Sulani in the Waterfall. Now, the Waterfall woohoo, you'll see the water, of course, falling in the waterfall, but you'll also see all of the woohoo hearts flying up through the waterfall and popping as they reach the top, until eventually you'll see some fireworks happen, where your Sims will then exit the waterfall, just looking a little bit excited, but a little bit exhausted. Next, we have, of course, Shower Woohoo that came with The Sims 4 Discover University. This works in most of the showers that are available in the game, and you won't be able to actually see your Sims even if you have a see-through shower curtain like this tub does, which is kind of weird. They just look like they disappeared. But you'll see a ton of those little woohoo hearts flying up, tons of steam, and of course, fireworks, until eventually your Sims exit the shower, once again, looking excited, but also a little exhausted. And finally, we have the newest addition to the Woohoo gang, the Sims 4 Dumpster Woohoo that came with the Sims 4 Eco Lifestyle. This one might actually be my new favorite because it's in a dumpster and that's hilarious. As you can see, there's garbage flying out, gross puffs of smoke, but of course our favorite little Woohoo hearts. The dumpster is shaking like absolute craziness, and this is one of the only ones where I've actually seen other Sims Woohoo in public. Like, you'll just see two Sims hop into the dumpster and, you're just hanging out at the bar. It's a fun one. Your Sims do get thrown out by the dumpster onto the ground, and one Sim will pick dirt off the other Sim, and I think that's hilarious. But that's all I have for you guys today. Those are the 17 types of woohoo that are currently available in The Sims 4. Of course, I will update this if there are any additions in the future and any future packs that we get. This is one of my favorite videos to make because it's just kind of hilarious, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ultimatesims_. Subscribe to the channel. I know I already said that, but you should do it anyway. I really hope you're having an awesome day wherever you happen to be in the world at this very moment, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day, everybody.